Merry Christmas, all! How the crap have I managed to end another alien-related movie review on Christmas? Or at least on Christmas Eve. Well, the long-winded copyright strikes didn't help, but whatever. Kind of a strange movie to talk to about, especially on a day like this. How can I make anything in the movie give you that holiday cheer? The dog is still alive. There you go. Merry Christmas. Can't say the same for a lot of the horses, but I mean... Okay, let's get back to business and end this sucker, shall we? Aight, so the dog unexplainedly got away from the alien in the boat and managed to find Hunt and the remainder of that crew. As does Jake as he persuades them to tag along with him, Woodrow, Ella, Doc, and the rest. Before they even have a chance to kill them off, the ships have to be dealt with first. But where are they located? Here. This is their main vessel. The top of it is basically their hangar, and underground is where they do all their experiments. We also learned something new about them.
You see out of there?
They don't see well in daylight. They stay underground in caverns where it's dark.
Really? Cause their aim seemed pretty spot on earlier, and this one was able to get Ella just fine. I understand they aren't necessarily 100% blind in daylight, but if you're gonna inform us that their vision isn't as good during the day, or at least in sunlight, there probably should be some sort of hint of that in their actions. But they get rid of the ships the only logical way. The Michael Bay method.
Go. Go.
Aliens start pouring out like ants after their pile got kicked, and the alien man and horse slaughter starts. And throughout this scene, we will cut back and forth to this and Jake and Ella sneaking into their headquarters or whatever. In order to destroy this vessel once and for all, they are gonna need the bracelet to detonate inside the core. But how can he possibly get it off? Well, this is where me saying there's a difference between it shooting and activating comes in.
I came here to destroy that thing.
How?
With the bracelet. Take it off.
I can't take it off.
Yes, you can. You can control it.
How?
Same way you shoot it, with your mind. You have to stop thinking.
This raises so many questions. First off, how does she even know when it's not her technology? Second, what about the times when Jake has been unconscious? I.e., the very start of the film and the time when Ella knocked Jake out. I think he'd have some pretty empty thoughts. Third, the alien in the flashback didn't have to not think to take it off, so why does it have to work that way now? Fourth, how does it know when to shoot things? Do you really have to think, shoot the spacecraft in the air, please? These are only a few questions this moment makes me think about. To me, the bracelet is much like the neuralizer from Men in Black. Cool and unique device, but not explained very well and can leave several questions open. But this is the least of the movie's problems when it comes to plot holes and unexplainedness. During the onslaught, we lose another good character. And Doc's arc is concluded with that gunshot.
Doc, get down here! Jesus. Doc!
We get one.
Yeah, we got one.
I always dreamed of riding into battle with you.
I always dreamed of having a son like you.
Go. Get Percy. Get your son.
So the folks who didn't get experimented on are freed, and Ella makes her way to the core with the bracelet. She dies again, but this time doesn't resurrect or anything. Now that there's this giant gold pile that the aliens gathered up, Woodrow's able to update the town a bit. Percy's back and him and his father are gonna be business partners, but opinion on him hasn't changed. Yeah, he doesn't act like a spoiled brat now, but there's really no redemption of his actions. You don't see him go up to Jake and Doc and apologize or anything. And he only has like 3 lines after they get rescued anyway, so at this point he's just kind of forgettable.
You weren't gonna leave without saying goodbye, were you?
I'm a wanted man.
Well, I could have sworn I saw Jake Lonergan die in those caves, didn't you, Sheriff?
Damn shame. I was looking forward to hanging him myself.
Well, that was nice of it.
I'll see you around, Colonel.
And with all that, Cowboys and Aliens is over. So what are the final thoughts? Well, let's go back to one of the original questions at hand. Does the alien and Western genre work well together? No. At least not with how this film is presented. It crams in so many ideas that nothing is explained or really gets their own spotlight. We got character backgrounds to deal with. For most of the film, we don't know how the bracelet works until they're about to detonate it. We have absolutely no knowledge of the main aliens other than their vague goal on wanting gold, and once they threw in the Chiricahwas, it was starting to get a little overwhelming. But let's talk about the biggest problem I have with the film. The aliens. And I mean all of the aliens. Their designs are pretty bad. They never seem intelligent, even with all this technology at their disposal. We don't know where they're from, we don't know what they're called, and quite frankly, the only good scene that involved them was the reveal, followed by the silhouette attack. Honestly, I think it would have been more effective to have kept them that way longer. And maybe through the majority of the film, show bits of the alien not in silhouette, don't just show them in full. Because sometimes things that attack but you don't see are a lot more frightening than actually seeing the thing that's attacking. You don't quite see the alien in this shot, it frickin' terrified me. I see the aliens in this shot, I'm not scared that much. I just look at them like, wow, you look derpy as fuck! But these are not the only aliens I have issues with. The other is Ella. Yes, up until now you may have noticed I never really gave her a spotlight despite being an important character. Well, here's where I'm gonna give it. Ella is a straight up con in the film. And some of that, I'm sorry, has to do with Olivia Wilde's acting. She's very monotone with her southern accent even when she's dangling below an alien spacecraft. Her character's just not fun, and her background is confusing and hardly explained. She never explains how she was able to resurrect from the fire. Her species is almost glanced over in conversation. It's not explained how she's only able to take this form. We never see what her species looked like, and it makes no sense how she's able to know everything about the other alien species and what their technology is like, and how it works. If you liked her character, continue to. I'm not gonna stop ya. Just saying why I don't personally like her. Even though I like the ship's action scene, suspense, and bracelet, I think it would have been better overall to leave out the aliens and sci-fi subgenre, and have something less complicated that would get Jake and Woodrow to team up. Because after all, they are the best characters in the movie. But I will say, when not looking at the film from a critical point of view, I think it's fun. And I will say, if Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford were not in it, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much. For my realistic rating, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Told you it wouldn't be as bad as Lost World. But as you may see with the other reviews of this film, there's nothing groundbreaking. What you see in the title is basically what you get with a side order of Indian. But for my personal rating, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It is definitely a movie you'll want to at least rent first to see if it fits your style. But I hope you all have a safe Christmas, and I'm hoping to have more than 3 reviews come out next year. And I thought it wouldn't be a bad idea to fix a pretty big mistake of the past. What do I mean by this?
Put your guns on the whore. He so much as twitches, blow her brains out of her ear.
He said the whore.